dry skin, it's a wart. One said he has absolutely no idea what it is, but if the other doctor says it's dry skin, that's probably what it is.
These were just some of the reasons several doctors gave her for a skin condition. From the time she was 18, Julia Wolf went from doctor to doctor because of an itchy bump on her leg.
I was really annoyed because I thought, okay, I've just wasted an hour of my time sitting in that waiting room to hear it's nothing again, you know, and then you go back again and again, you hear it's nothing, and it never was resolving my problem. I had this itchy lump growing on my leg.
She says most doctors brushed off her concerns and some didn't even take a closer look. Julia knew it wasn't a wart. She's had one before. This was a birthmark which grew itchy, turned into a bump, and started changing color and smell. Finally, at the age of 24, she was diagnosed.
That dermatologist took one look at it and asked if he could show his student what a melanoma looks like.
And if it wasn't hard enough to be facing cancer, she was also 7 months pregnant when they finally took the tumor out.
And then again, they did a biopsy at the same time in the lymph system, and it came positive for cancer as well.
A couple of months later, she started chemotherapy after she gave birth to Lucas. That was 3 years ago, and just when she thought everything was going great, it's back. She's now 28 years old and has started chemotherapy once again. She has stage 3 melanoma, and doctors are giving her a 20% chance of living to 5 years.
It's for me?
Doctors think she probably had the cancer for 10 years prior to diagnosis. Julia says she's angry with the doctors who saw her, at times humiliated with the treatment she received.
She had to change a bandage once, and she's like, oh, did I send you to the dermatologist? And I said, no, you told me it was a wart. And she's like, well, it must have looked like a wart then. No, it didn't look like a wart. I know it didn't look like a wart. You don't even remember if you had referred me or not. You can't say it looked like a wart. Yeah, so it's frustrating.
Julia says she's sometimes angry with herself that she didn't push hard enough to get the treatment she needed.
And I get so angry with them because they all have that darn skin cancer poster on the back of there. And it's almost insulting because they have it there, but they're not educated or they don't care. I don't know what it is, but they just ignore it altogether.
But despite everything that's happened, this single mother is positive, hoping she'll make it through, ready to fight until the end.
I don't feel like I'm dying yet, so for me it's all still, I'm living in denial, and it works for me.
Lucas, now 3 years old, doesn't know what his mother is going through, and that worries Julia, along with who's going to take care of her son if the worst happens. And that's where her longtime friend Alicia comes in, who can't believe how positive Julia has been.
People would not want to get out of bed, right? But she is, and she's, you know, she has her moments where she's not bubbly and happy, but she's for the most part really happy and goes about her life.
Alicia, along with Julia's sister, are ready to step in and raise Lucas, and she's got a lot of support from other family and friends. They're trying to raise money to help Julia get through this and Lucas's trust fund. This weekend, they're putting together a dance and silent auction at the Archie Browning Arena. As for Julia, she considers herself lucky to be surrounded by friends and family in these difficult times. For now, as she goes through her treatments, she says she's trying to live life normally, especially for her son.
I just hope that he could just, you know, have a normal childhood. You know, I don't want him, when he remembers me, to remember trips to the hospital or being sick. I want him just to remember having fun.
In Saanich, I'm Sucheta Singh.